The morning sun made long shadows on the perfect grass of Oak Ridge Pines, a neighborhood with gates just outside Dallas where every mailbox was shiny and every piece of grass seemed to stand up straight. It was a Thursday so quiet I could enjoy my coffee while working on some computer code on my laptop getting ready for an online computer safety job. Then my phone made a noise with a warning from the security app I'd made for the county police. I looked at the live video and almost spit out my drink. There in my driveway sitting on a shaky ladder was Sylvia Warrick, the Oak Ridge HOA moneykeeper and self-made queen of neighborhood rules, angrily smearing bright pink paint across my security camera. Her voice cut through the air, complaining about digital bullying and mean tech bosses, not knowing that the same camera was showing her breakdown in perfect 4K to a 70-inch screen at the local police station, where officers were already trying not to laugh and spilling their coffee. I'm Ethan Caldwell, a computer programmer and cyber safety worker who thought moving to Oak Ridge would mean peace-fast internet and a yard for my dog Riley to chase squirrels. Instead, I got Sylvia, my personal neighborhood enemy. From the moment I moved, and she didn't welcome me with cookies. She showed up with a typed list of HOA rule breaks saying my 2 pointy bushes and a trash can left out 10 minutes past bedtime. Sylvia was a one-woman spy operation, her reddish-brown hair cut short like a flag of control. Her sensible shoes marching to the beat of her own rules. Ignoring her at first was easy, but when she started walking around my house every day with her yappy little dog, Admiral Biscuit, staring at my newly put-up cameras like they were planning her defeat, I knew trouble was coming. Those cameras weren't for catching bad guys, they were for Sylvia. And when I offered my home as a test place for the sheriff's new secure sync program, connecting willing home cameras to police feeds to make response times faster, I knew she'd go crazy. I just didn't expect her to start war on technology with a paintbrush and a grudge. The feed showed Sylvia in full crazy mode, throwing pink paint like a wild artist not knowing my other. Cameras caught every angle I tapped into the cloud stream, making sure her show was live at the police station, a test project I'd started days earlier. Smiling, I called Deputy Martinez the secure sync boss. He answered mid-laugh. She's giving us movie-worthy stuff. Ethan, great angles and a speech. I stepped onto my porch and waved. Sylvia froze paint dripping onto my driveway. Her smug smile went away as she spotted another camera blinking nearby. Dropping the brush, she stumbled off the ladder, yelling, "This isn't over, you tech puppet." Pink footprints followed her retreat to her lawn. I shook my head, saved the video Martinez emailed me, and drank my iced tea as a police car pulled up to her house that afternoon. Sylvia in a Liberty Lover. Mug and bathrobe waved at the officers, pretending to be a camera with her fingers. They handed her a ticket and left her face looking totally betrayed. The neighborhood chat went crazy. Cops at Sylvia's. What's she done now? Sylvia fought back online, complaining about tech bullies and saying my cameras were mentally violent. She posted a blurry selfie by the painted camera with the caption "Privacy Fighter," but she didn't know the video was saved, copied, and with the city's legal team vandalizing. A police-connected camera wasn't just mean it was blocking justice. Looking at the video later, I noticed her gloves-covered hair and careful steps. She planned this waiting until I'd left for groceries. She'd guessed wrong about my setup, but her plan was scarily clear. By morning, Sylvia's flagpole usually showing off glittery signs was empty, her garden gnomes gone, her curtains closed. The quiet felt scary, like the calm before a storm. Sure enough, Martinez called. The video proved she planned, the vandalism making Sylvia's stunt into messing with city property. The ticket was a warning. The prosecutor's office was next. Sylvia cornered didn't give up. By noon, she stood on my sidewalk with a megaphone screaming about spy oppression and saying I was a corporate spy. She said my cameras read her thoughts through heat face scans, neighbors filmed from porches, some laughing, others worried. When police came back less patient, Sylvia lied, saying I'd hidden a camera in her oak tree. They walked her home, her megaphone landing in her HOA-approved recycling bin with a loud thud. That evening, a certified letter came from a sketchy law firm saying I'd caused Sylvia spiritual pain and unauthorized spying. My lawyer, Carla, laughed, calling it a copy-and-paste scam, but got ready for a counter lawsuit with my secure sync contract and HOA approvals. Sylvia doubled down, putting on a press conference in her driveway, her cousin live streaming on a shaky iPhone in a thrift store blazer. She complained about constitutional violations and NSA conspiracies tripping into her bushes mid-speech. The video got 15. Reviews made fun of endlessly online. Sylvia, embarrassed, flooded the chat with fake legal papers threatening lawsuits for spiritual trauma. Then my network found a break-in attempt traced to a neighbor's Wi-Fi 3 doors down elderly people who couldn't spell router. Sylvia was stealing their internet. The code's header said VoxTech connected to a Discord username. Pretending to be a client, I messaged the user a teen named Zane who bragged about helping some lady turn off HOA cameras. For gift cards, I sent the chat logs to Martinez, who replied, "Sylvia's gone cyber federal." At the HOA meeting that Saturday, the room packed with watchers, I showed a slideshow. Sylvia's paint attack, her megaphone rant, the break-in attempt, and Zane's confession. Gasps turned to whispers. Sylvia, hiding in the hall, stormed in, accusing me of digital slavery. She called the HOA a deep state pawn and half the room FBI plants. The board ended the meeting early, announcing a private review of Sylvia's job. That night, Zane's parents said he'd told everything after police visited. Sylvia had asked him to get back up to kill my feeds. By morning, she was served formal charges, vandalism, harassment, and digital tampering. She filmed herself burning the notice on her grill to Twisted Sisters. "We're not going to take it." Her cousin's camera rolling comments turned mean. The public saw her not as a rebel, but a problem. Then came her handwritten letter taped to my mailbox in red ink. "You won this battle. But justice watches. I see all with a spiked-eyed doodle. Neighbors got similar rants asking for analog rebellion. Carla and I got ready for a civil lawsuit for harassment, and lies offering to drop it if Sylvia left Oak Ridge, but she made it worse. At 2:00 a.m., my cameras caught her in camo spraying betrayer on my garage. The video auto uploaded to the police station breaking her ticket. The chat exploded with neighbor stories of Sylvia's past, bullying her rule exposed. By noon, police made a warrant for vandalism, harassment, and obstruction. Before they came, Sylvia mailed every mailbox a manifesto, mine sealed with a snake-stamped wax, accusing me of turning Oak Ridge into a digital prison. At 3:00 p.m., plainclothes officers knocked Sylvia. Came out in a tinfoil shawl claiming sovereign immunity. She live-streamed the search, talking like a war reporter, as they took laptops and a notebook labeled Operation Eclipse, sketches of my house, camera blind spots, and patrol routes. Her followers made fun of her neighbors, filmed charged with multiple counts. Sylvia cried about truth courts as officers left. The video went viral, headlined, "HOA Crazy Lady Charged Over Camera Vandalism." Sylvia made up wilder stories, edited footage, bribed cops. "My dog is a drone." Her rants became TikTok jokes, her "I see all" line a meme. The HOA voted all together to kick her out, her absence loud. Days later, a midnight alert showed 2 masked people, Zane's friends Martinez told me, trying to cut my internet line with bolt cutters. My strong conduit held, the video sealed their fate. Sylvia, now leading a digital freedom army in homemade patches, marched with a tablet and walkie-talkie, her cousin filming a documentary. The HOA banned her, forever fining her for vandalism. She taped the notice beside a QR code to her truth files saying Riley was a body scanner. A second search found Operation Eclipse drives proving her obsession. Charged with conspiracy and digital sabotage, Sylvia's court date came closer. At the hearing, news vans camped outside. Sylvia arrived in a sparkly robe, waving a Truth Tribunal sign. She interrupted the judge, demanded a non-digital jury, and fell apart. As Carla showed footage logs and Zane's statement, the judge ordered a restraining order, fines, and a mental health check, showing a montage of Sylvia's paint megaphone and tinfoil antics. Scary pattern of obsession. Sylvia came back, silent, blinds shut, cousin gone. I walked Riley past her dark house, the quiet weird. The HOA put up a sign at the gate. Cameras active, secure, community live to sheriff, below a metal plaque with Sylvia mid-rant brush raised called Sylvia's Sentinel. She saw it, stopped, and drove off without a word. Some wars end in silence, and Sylvia's Ended with a paintbrush, a camera, and a neighborhood that finally saw her for what she,